is my first garden tour. Over here I have my squash, which we actually saved from fruit last year. And then I have my peas. Those are some succulents I'm trying to bring back to life. Our dog, Kiri, she is 1 year old, and she knocked into them, knocking them completely out of their pot. So this little guy here, this one here, I'm trying to save. He might die. And then in here we have some cherry tomatoes, some plum tomatoes, which I've never started tomatoes from seed before. This is very exciting for me. And then marigolds. And back in here, these little guys are hot peppers, cayenne, I believe. And then all this in here, sadly, is my sweet peppers, which you can see one little guy starting. Yeah. And this little guy, I think he's one of the sweet peppers. So not very good germination this year. So what I've done is I've started some a little late, but in the plastic baggie method. So you can see them all there. And I'm going to see if these germinate. They can take 1 to 3 weeks. So last year I didn't have any troubles with my sweet peppers, and this is the same pack of seeds. But yeah. Sorry, I know I'm whispering. Everyone's still sleeping. In here, I have zucchini, which haven't come up yet because I just planted them 2 days ago. And then this little guy, which, well, okay, he isn't so little. He is a steak tomato of some kind. One of our neighbors gave him to us. She had an extra and we were walking by, and she knows that I have a garden, so she just said, here, take him. I just pruned him yesterday, so that's why he looks a little like a palm tree. And then in these 2 containers, I have kale and arugula seeds that I've started for some friends. They live in apartments, so they don't really have a garden at all. And so I asked them if they'd like some lettuces and leafy greens just to hang out on their porch. Sorry, balcony. And then in here, my little mini greenhouse, I have all of my kale and arugula, which haven't sprouted yet, but they should sprout any day now. I planted them a couple days ago. So yeah, I've planted them extremely densely because I'm going to be doing the cut and come again method. Yeah, so yeah, there's no light outside. It's overcast and it's 6 in the morning. And I don't actually have grow lights. I just have these LED lamps. This is my first year properly starting things inside from seed. Especially tomatoes. I'm really excited about the tomatoes being from seed this year. And yeah, let's go check out the garden beds. Okay, take 2. Wait, that's not my shoe. That's my shoe. I already recorded this, but I didn't. I actually just took a picture. Silly. So it's actually a tiny bit brighter than it was the first time. But this is our backyard. Ooh, I'll go a little slower. That that doesn't belong there. And oh, those birds, they're lovely. I love hearing the birds. This is my compost bin. I started it last year. I've never composted before. I went to Home Depot, put my engineering degree to work, built myself a little compost. It's doing quite well. I made a few mistakes. I put some larger sticks in there, and obviously they will not have decomposted before summer, but it's okay. Here, it's not, well, that's not a raised bed yet, but that is going to be a raised bed. We're going to make use of this spare firewood we have laying around. We never make fires anymore. It's a little hard on the dog's lungs. So, at least our previous dogs. Our new dog, we've never had a fire with her, so yeah. But it's summer now, and this wood is just starting to rot because it's been sitting there for, well, years. And here are my 2 raised beds that I built. Well, I've had 2 growing seasons in them, so I built them 2 years ago. And they're quite nice. They're 4x8. This is what I've been planting in for the last 2 years. This one's butted up right against the fence, which I'm not a fan of, so we might actually take this bed and turn it so that it's parallel to this guy. We have, I think it's called a Virginia creeper, that comes along and grows along this fence, and it decides to just come in and wreak havoc in this bed. So I think moving it, rotating it away from the fence is a good idea. And back all in here we have all of our flowers. We fence it off because we do have lilies, which are deadly for dogs. So until Kiri is old enough to understand that she can't eat the flowers, we have to have that fenced off. I actually am going to be fencing off this entire area because we are growing tomatoes, and although tomatoes aren't deadly, the leaves can be for dogs. So we don't really want to take any chances. We love our baby. There she is! Hello, Kiri! After watching so many gardeners on YouTube, I want to make a garden tour.
You do it. Alright, I'll leave you.
Hello, baby girl! Yes, I was actually inspired by Roots and Refuge Farm. She's so quick. I know. Grandma's going that way. Grandma's going that way. Kiri, go, 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 go. Isn't she beautiful? Come on, baby. Let's go inside. Thank you for joining me on my first garden tour. I look forward to sharing again soon. Bye.